Hi, Daniel here. I'm here at Vocal Production Studios. I'm just sitting in the lobby and relaxing. I kind of like this spot here. I can look out the front door window here, and it's actually a beautiful day out here. It's sunny, very crisp out, still a little cold, and I know we're all looking forward to the nice weather that comes real soon, and hopefully that'll be in a couple of weeks. Thanks for tuning in again, and for all the great feedback I received on the last video, basically what music artists, the challenges that they face, and boy are there many, right? Quite a bit. I mentioned that I was going to start sharing about my life story, and why that is important is because I've been through a lot, and in going through the lot, there are many things that I realized over the years that we as musicians, as artists, and as people, human beings in general, the things that we face in life. And I feel it was important for me to share that, and something that I wanted to share today that was on my heart was basically about that a music artist, do you think a music artist needs a business plan? Some might say yes and some might say no. I'm going to definitely say yes. I also mentioned that I was going to share a little bit more about my life, and something that I wanted to share very briefly today as we continue through this time together is that when my mother gained political asylum and getting out of Cuba, when she came over, she actually had to wear a corset. Why is that important? Because she was actually 5 months pregnant with me. For the details I'm not going to get into specifically right now, she needed to hide me, or she needed to hide the knowledge that she was pregnant. And again, I won't get into details just yet about why that was so critical and why would that be. But unfortunately, when coming out of a communist socialist country, there are many things that we don't know, and I'm going to reveal slowly what some of those things may be that led for her to finally get out and come to America. In any event, because she wore this corset was held so tightly that actually she almost killed me. Not intentionally, of course, right? We're not talking about anything intentionally. Remember, she was literally leaving the country with her shirt on her back. You know that expression? That's what she came with. Nothing, just a shirt, clothes, and that was it. So when she came, she nearly killed me because she had to wear this corset so tightly, and she told me that she had to go to the bathroom and she could not go to the bathroom because she wouldn't be going there unless she was escorted, and she didn't want to reveal all of a sudden, why are you wearing this corset? So, in any event, I'll share more in detail about why that happened and actually what happened to me that reveals how I was very sick at one point and maybe shouldn't even be here today, but I'm glad I am. Anyway, I wanted to share about the music artist's business plan. Over the last 30 years, I have written multiple business plans in differing fields. The idea of writing a business plan, it's hard work, but it's very necessary if you plan on building a business in any given field, right? Can you imagine though? I remember I was once told by a leading Broadway producer and a mentor from a very popular nonprofit organization not to bother creating a business plan. Now for a time I actually listened, but as I reflected on growing as a developer of artists, I was short on a process by which I would develop each performer. Needless to say, I began the journey of building a business plan so that I can help others. And by the way, one of the most important factors of a Broadway show, guess what? Yeah, it's a business plan. So when I set out to create a business plan, because I knew it was very important for me internally to really think about what I needed to do and what it was I wanted to do and how I wanted to help others in this industry. So here are a few things I decided to put in action as I began building upon this about a business plan. The first thing I put in motion were my values. I cannot stress how important it is for every artist, or for anyone for that matter, to write down their values. See, writing out your values will be a guide to what you will and will not do, or you can find some common ground before leaping into any project. For example, if you're a singer and you're approached by a songwriter to record a song, but the content might be explicit in nature, what would you do? This could be an open door, right? But is it the door by which you must walk through? Not necessarily. So now what should I do is now spinning in your mind. And the answer is simple. You turn to your written values. So now you turn to your values and then you've got to ask, do they line up, or is there some kind of a common ground that I can find in order to leap into this project? If not, then you know the answer, right? Staying with your values will keep you on the path of the image and message you're working so hard to deliver. Remember what happened to Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz when she found herself straying from the yellow brick road? She needed rescuing. Another aspect why a business plan is so important is it brings focus to who you are and to whom you're trying to reach with your product. Remember, your product includes, but it's not limited to, your values, image, music, and lyrics, and so forth. When thinking about your target audience, you got to be genuine in your approach. The market research involved in this process eliminates any unnecessary time wasted. Now, don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying that those who are not in your target market are a waste of time, because people are not. Now, that's not saying that there aren't difficult people in the world, but I mean, everyone has their moment. And I always say, when people say, oh, you're such a nice guy, this, that, whatever, and I go, do me a favor, remember that on my bad days. Anyway, writing a business plan, it's hard work, and it will discipline you to think about the product that you are offering to your potential fans. Let me add that when you create a business plan, do not create one in devious ways of how you can neutralize your competition, right? You look at your competition around you, and let me ask you, would you really want to find out and be responsible for putting someone out of business? Okay, putting someone out of business results in hurting families and taking jobs away. So I tell you the truth, you have no value if your business destroys another. Instead, your competition is the person you look at every time you brush your teeth, comb your hair, of which I don't really worry about anymore. You get what I'm saying? Look, there are many that spend their time figuring out ways of how they can crush or hurt their competition, and meanwhile, they have written that one of their values is to help others with their product with a positive impact to their community. Really? So writing a business plan, or any plan for that matter, will help you find what is missing in your life. See, creating a plan will help you find your strengths and your weaknesses. Maybe writing a full-fledged business plan is not what you want or had in mind, but an abbreviated plan is a first step in building your career, isn't it? So you must do what you believe would benefit you the most, but never let anyone tell you that you don't need a business plan, as that only sets you up for failure. Deciding whom to reach and what you are willing to accept will be greatly influenced by your values. See, taking time to write a business plan will bring about a new focus, that you never thought possible in your life. Always ask yourself, if I am better today than I was yesterday, and if not, then I must work harder today that I may be better tomorrow than I am today. So again, I want to thank you for taking a few minutes of your time to watch this video and to even just think about some of the things that I just spoke about. Making a plan, it's really important. And let's not get into these statistics of 97% of the people do not write down their plans. Whatever it is that you have set out to do as an artist, if you don't have something written down, some kind of a plan, it's only going to set you up for failure. So, listen, if you need help in that area, find some help. If you want to email me and you've got some questions, I'm not going to charge you and nickel and dime you for every email that you send me, nor am I going to lead you to a product in a very systematic way to sell you in order for you to develop your plan. I really want to help others. When I grew up, boy, did I have limited resources. In fact, I've been on my own since I was 13 years old. Yeah, that's right. Trying to fend for myself at the age of 13. When I was 13, I was 30. And so this is why now I have this passion to help others. I didn't have those resources when I was growing up. I wish I did. Maybe if I did, though, I wouldn't be the person who I am today, right? Which was training ground for what I need to do now. And so, listen, Whatever it is that you're facing as an artist, as a person, as a musician, as a singer, a vocalist, a performer, whatever it is that you call yourself, you need a plan. And you need to put that plan into action and write it down. And again, if you need help, I'm more than willing. If you need help, there are people that are more than willing and who are able to help you carry out what it is you desire to do in your life. Well, look, I look forward to seeing you on the next one. And this is Daniel. I'm here at Vocal Production Studios enjoying my day. Sit back and enjoy your day. I'll see you next time.